Yeah, I always got something in the freezer. You know what I mean? Hold on. I already ate that motherfucker. I gotta go to the grocery store. Where am I at? Yeah. Mindset. What type of foods we're gonna eat? How we gonna keep from giving in to cravings? Even like if you're doing something, even if you're having a good day, you could overeat. You feeling good? If you're watching a movie or something and trying not to snack, you don't be realizing man, I can't eat too much popcorn. Love popcorn, but you start watching something, eating, oh man, it'll screw you up big time. You got to be careful how to deal with those moments, which is the things that really get most of us. You know what I mean? Those low calories, low carb foods and drinks. You got to be careful with those too. You got to know everything. Like I said, know your numbers. Know your numbers. All right? Your weight, your goal, and the things you're putting in, about how it adds up. So I pretty much eat the same things every day, especially when I'm trying to lose weight. And even when you're not losing weight, we all have the habits. If we normally like get off work, we know we're not gonna have time to cook, we'll go grab something. We normally go grab the same things at the same place. And even if we don't go to the same place, like if you're a burger person, you might go get them from this place one day. Maybe you might go here 2 or 3 days in a row. Or, if you are a fresh sandwich type of person, the Subway or whatever, or if you like, we do the same thing. So I'm just going to show you how I do the same things, but in a healthy way, and doing it mostly by, throwing something together at home. Or the days you ain't got time to even just throw together a quick salad, there are some already prepared things you can get frozen. You can pop in the microwave, low carb, high protein type things. Not too many choices that way, but you get more choices when you're doing stuff on your own. But in a pinch, you got those things. Unsweetened drinks, or drinks that's get the artificial sweeteners, or low sugar items. I pretty much stay away from things just got the low sugar. I pretty much go for things with just that has stevia in it. Excuse me, not looking directly at the camera all the time. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. I should have wrote this shit down. Like I said, write it down first, get your bullet points, so you can go from topic to topic. I'll get better at this, I hope. Anyway, low calorie drinks. I like things that's maybe sweet with stevia. Unfortunately, those things are usually a little bit more expensive. But I got my own liquid and granular stevia here. So try to mix my own things at home, But there's always water. Try to drink plenty of water and a lot of unsweetened green tea because it's so healthy. And when it's really unsweetened, either just the green tea and water, or green tea water, if you buying them already bottled, it might have some citric acid in it, but they don't taste the best. But hey, you can't beat the health benefits. Recapping from the umpteenth time again, mindset. How much do you weigh? How much do you want to weigh? And how do you avoid the pitfalls of slipping and eating shit you shouldn't be eating? What am I going to eat? Or what exercise I'm going to have? You know what I mean? And oh man, see that last one? I had it. Hold on, let me hold on. So it'll come back to me. Hold on. All right. So basically, recapping again, the mindset. Where am I at? How much weight do I want to lose? And how am I going to avoid the pitfalls? Number 2, what am I going to eat? You know what I mean? Am I going to go low carb? Am I going to go low calories? Am I going to go intermittent fasting? Am I going to go for extended fast? How you going to do it? Map that out. All right? What type of exercise I'm going to do? You know what I mean? You want to try to get some exercise in every day, even if this is going for extended walk. Oh man, let me throw this up in there while I just thought about it. This works real good. Let's just say that you really you got to eat this. Because we're not perfect. You got to eat this. If you're going to eat something that's going to be a little bit risky to your goal, do it before going to the gym. Do it before going on a nice, long, brisk walk. My walks, I always try to keep my heart rate up. I'm not running. I'm not trying to speed walk, but I'm trying to get my heart rate up, and I'm trying to keep it up. All right? Make sure you got all that mapped out. You want to have it mapped out, so no matter what, you got the numbers in your head. You know what you've done. You know what you're doing. You know what you're going to do. You know what you've eaten. Always keep that in your head. That's the key. That's the key. That's the key. Keep your numbers in your head. What are your numbers? What am I weighing? What do I want to weigh? What's going to be my exercise? What are going to be my food choices? Right? Am I going to go low carb, low calorie? Am I going to do some intermittent fasting? Yeah, and really, I always combine. You're going to be combining them. You know what I mean? So I'll do a low carb and fasting. So even if I'm not going on an extended fast, I try to eat in between an 8-hour window every day. And so, or sometimes a 6-hour window. Sometimes I only eat once a day. It just depends on how I'm feeling and what I ate and what I'm going to eat. And if you don't know what you're going to eat, that's why you have your, I'll call them my base foods. Things that I always got something in the freezer. You know what I mean? Hold on. I already ate that motherfucker. I gotta go to the grocery store. And I eat that shit. Hold on. Yeah, I ate it today. I couldn't save it for my... I gotta go to the grocery store in the morning anyway. So yeah, always keep some base foods in the house. I got a freezer full of chicken out there. Just pull that shit out if I want to try to cook that. But that's not what I'm talking about. Things that you can just quickly pop in the oven, pop in the microwave, or even if it's something that you don't have to heat up, maybe just some bagged up salad items, some fresh things. Hold on, I can't show you some shit. Hold on. Some apples. I got some chopped up onions. I got some fresh tomatoes in there. I got some canned tuna, canned chicken, and even canned sardines, things you can throw in your salads. I know sardines don't sound bad, but man, mixed into a salad, it sounds good. So, you got eggs. Oh my God. Eggs, even though they're fucking expensive as hell right now, eggs are my go-to. Eggs are wonderful. Scrambled eggs. And even though bacon and sausage is not necessarily the healthiest thing, if you were trying to get your weight down and you need a cheap food, some bacon, you can even get low sodium bacon, but if the weight thing, yeah, it's also some bacon, some ground beef, any of your meats like that are gonna be low carb. Depending on how you season it up, depending on how you cook it, it's gonna determine, if you're gonna be adding more fat and carbs to it. But those are the type of things you need to have. Always have your base. Always have your base foods in the house. Hold on. Yeah, string cheese. Cheese is always another good thing. Cheese makes everything taste good. And I hate to be showing brand names because I ain't got no sponsorships at all. Right, just got started. So, but I'll show you. But I'm going to show you the actual things that I do, like this, for a quick snack, low carb. What is this? Yeah. So 1 carb for one cheese stick. So things like that, these are not low carb. And right off the top of my head, I forgot the carb count, but like when I eat these, I'll try to as much as I can throw in my hand. It just depends on what I ate that day. But I like, even though I'm talking about low carb diet, if you're gonna screw up, if you're gonna fuck up on your diet, man, make it with something that's healthy. All the nutrients and the hope I ain't screw that up. I'm gonna look it up. I know what I'm talking about. It's probably not coming out right. These are super healthy, but they're also high in carbs. So you don't eat so much. But then, I might have strawberries. I might throw a handful of these. I might throw some of these, sprinkle some of these on a salad or something like that. Because you don't want to start popping things in your mouth, because then next thing you know, you don't pop too many. But also keeping your numbers in your head, you don't know how much you can do. So sometimes something like this, I'll count out or weigh out a pre-amount. So I say, I'm not gonna have so much of this today, so much of that. I'll probably have everything laid out, and I'll probably have it set up in my fridge for me. I know I'm gonna make myself a big salad tomorrow. things like that. So hold on. Always keep you a big bag of shredded cheese, especially if you're making them power salads and everything else. But sprinkle some of my eggs sometimes. Cheese, again, real low in carbs. Love sprinkling eggs. Sprinkling cheese all over my fucking salad. Hold on. I got a ton of eggs in there, but I'm not gonna pull those out. But like I say, keep your food item. Hold on. Keep your tomatoes, fresh tomatoes in the house. Or eat these too. All right, that's enough of show and tell. So, you gotta keep your base foods, your go-to food, your go-tos. That's what I meant to say. Gotta keep your go-to foods in the house at all times. So, I'm gonna cut this short. So, starting tomorrow, the weight loss begins. I'm going to show you what I'm going to eat or what I have eaten. I'll try to just show you before I eat this shit. At least take a snapshot or get some footage of me just throwing it together. I'm not totally set up for everything yet, but I'm going to make sure you know what I eat, what I weigh, what I ate. Like I say, first couple of days, you might not see too much weight loss, but it only takes a day or two before my body says, okay, or maybe, like I said, getting some of this junk out of my system. I done rambled on because I didn't write nothing down for my bullet points, which I'm going to make sure I start trying to do from now on. So I'm going to end it right here. Mike Versus Carbs. I'm your big brother Mike. Mr. Mike, if you will. Y'all take care.